Yeah, this is vibes and stuff. Check it out.
We're diving in with a world collide. Culture's gone into crazy ride. Music's pumping, food's on the plate. We're vibing here, let's celebrate. Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Uncle Freezy vibing all night and all day. Big pizza, always something to say. Our main man in the cut, he is soul finger. BSJ always showing up as a soulful singer. Ron, Bully and Corey always being so thorough. Don't forget from that ain't rap Triborough.
It's vibes and stuff. Vibes and stuff.
Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Everything in between we care. It's not just talk, it's how we grow.
It's vibes and stuff.
Life's a rhythm, we all move.
Vibes and stuff.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rocker. Uncle Freezy is in the building. I'm joined by Triborough, the Triborough Gigolo from That Ain't Rap Podcast. Make sure y'all check out the That Ain't Rap Podcast. It was just on Wednesday, and the feedback from it was fire. 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 Yeah, man. What's good, bro?
What up, man? How you doing, Uncle?
Hey, I'm done with the pleasantries, bro. I'm just ready to argue.
Oh boy,
Now just
let's go.
I'm messing everybody. I'm messing around. The fact that we are about to talk about the greatest beats in rap history, it lends itself to arguments.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want to ask this Triborough.
Mhm.
Tonight, and I'm gonna preface it first. Tonight, I'm gonna say some grossly disrespectful stuff in a clumsy manner, and I'm just telling everybody that it's not intentional. If I left you off the list, when you're talking about millions of rap songs, if you're not in the top 20 and you're mad, you need to go get a hobby. I just want to say that right now because everybody's not going to make it, but there are going to be joints on here that are universally accepted as some of the greatest beats to have ever been produced. Right? As a matter of fact, it's while I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like, man, I must have missed at least 20 songs.
Wow.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot because you know more about hip hop than most people do, right? So I just want to put you on the spot.
Okay.
What is the greatest rap beat ever?
I think it's. I don't think you just narrow it down to one. I think it's more than one.
Right.
But I think for me, a lot of the best beats came from the '90s, and the stuff that Premier was doing, and Pete Rock and Eric Sermon, it was crazy. So it was like they were trying to like one up each other's. Like when something come out for KRS-One, then you had something come out for Nas, then you had something come out for Das Effects, and I don't think it's to just narrow it down to one. It's just it's insane. But that's why we have like a top 20 to do. Like it's a lot easier to pick like some of the best beats all time.
What if I told you I have a Mad Lion beat on this list, but no KRS-One or Boogie Down Productions.
Oh man, you
That
gotta have Careless
that
One.
sound bad disrespectful, right?
Yeah, because I started my list with Careless One. Like when I'm thinking like best beats, I'm like, yo, like his solo stuff after BDP. You know, he had a lot of bangers out there. You know, and it's hard. It's hard. Like the 20 I could do, but like the one, like just to pick one, it was too hard to just pick one.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna be wildly disrespectful and say the number one beat ever, and ain't nobody close.
Uh,
Shook One's
with,
part two.
that's on my list. That's on my list. Now
Is
I don't have no argument with that. I feel like universally that's like a an anthem. So if people said like that's the best beat all time, I could definitely agree with them. You know, it's a couple of them like that. I think Nas New York State of Mind is
yeah.
another one for me. Like that could be like the best one all time, and or World is Yours, and there's so many. But yeah, Shook Ones for sure.
Um, Halftime. It ain't hard to tell. I
And that's
lied.
just off of one album. That's all. That's off of all Illmatic.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm mentioning. Like, there are some people here that are not going to get mentioned, and fans of them are going to feel wildly disrespected. And I'm going to say off rep, this is not to disrespect them, right? It's just
Right.
everybody can't be in a top 20.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Only 20 people can be in the top 20.
Right.
You know, ties, not like that. Nah.
Right.
So you want to talk about yours first?
All right. You want me to start from 20 or from one?
Now, I didn't rank any. I just did 20 songs. However
Oh,
you want to do it is your way.
well, number one, I got Careless One. MCs Act Like They Don't Know. Love that. I've always loved that beat by Premier, and that was that's a party starter. You know, it's an anthem for hip hop and for New York City, and
Right.
I think he killed it. I think that's one of his best beats ever.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with Chris, though. You just can't.
Right. Facts. You know, you want me to do the whole list?
Yeah, sure.
All right, number two, I got Nas, The World Is Yours, Pete Rock, off of Illmatic, another anthem. The beat was fire, the piano loops on it, just what Nas was saying on that track, and you know, it's still an anthem. Number three, I got Tupac, Ambitions as a Rider. The Daz beat, and he like started off All Eyes on Me with that first track, and
The way the
man,
song starts
that,
off, I won't deny it. I'm a straight rock.
right.
You don't want to. And then the piano comes
That's how he's that, and he had no intro for the double album. He just went right into it with the Daz beat. I'm like, yo,
Yep.
that is a 5 mic classic. Like that whole album, all the tracks, I love it. I got Outkast at number 4 with Spotty Yachty, Dopalicious, and that was like just like an instrumental from a Criminal.
Yeah.
And I love the beat and the horns on it, and you know they have like some spoken word poetry on there, and it felt like a funkadelic track done in '98.
Right. Right.
You know, like if George Clinton came out in '98, and I felt like that would have been like how he would have sounded. That
Exactly.
beat is hmm?
Exactly like that.
Yeah. You know, so that's always been one of my favorites. Number 5, I got Wu-Tang Clan, Cream, a classic anthem, Inspect the Deck, and Raekwon on that, and I loved it, man. That's
I like the Method Man scratch in the beginning. The Method Man scratching in the beginning. Cash Root.
right.
Yeah, I like
That's right.
that.
Yeah. Method Man on the chorus, right. Methods on the chorus, and man, like Deck's verse alone was great, and you know the beat it was melodic, it was somber.
So rough. Yeah, Inspect the Deck.
Yeah, you know, right. And then they had like so many quotables from that song that was used on other records as well, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, that's one of the best Wu-Tang tracks ever. Number 7, I got Puff Daddy. It's all about the Benjamins. That was an anthem in '97 when No Way Out came out, and I
That's
remember hearing like the OG version just had the locks on it, and then he
yeah.
went back and put Biggie and Little Kim on there, and even Biggie's part when the beat switches up,
Yeah.
that was
They
a dope
they sampled a 702 song.
yeah, that part was dope with the beat switch up for
Yeah.
Big, and then later on, Jermaine Dupri used that beat switch for Mariah Carey's Honey, the Honey remix,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's a classic beat. Like the Barry White the sample was fire. Um, Number 8, I got Lord Tariq and Peter Guns, Deja Vu.
Ah,
They
that
sampled.
I cut that one off my.
Yes, you cut it off the list. Oh no, that was an anthem in '98 when that came out.
I
I
know.
think I
I
bought the album
played
just for
it.
that.
I played, but
Yeah,
again, you can't cram 21 songs into a.
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Um, yeah, they sampled the Steely Dan record, and that whole album was fire. It's just that it got slept on, but that song alone was like they could perform that forever. Like that song is an anthem.
Yeah.
I got number 9. I got LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out, title track from that album. Molly Moore produced
Oh,
the
the
whole
Sly
album.
Stone sample.
That's from the Sly Stone joint.
Yep, yep.
I forgot the name of the Sly Stone record, but they had mentioned that in the Sly Stone documentary that like a lot of the hip hop artists had sampled the stuff, and they mentioned that record, and Molly Moore produced the whole album. Just a banging track even to this day. Number 10, I got Public Enemy, Security of the First World, and that's an interlude on the It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back album. And that's the interlude alone, because they had two beat interludes. They had that, and they had the other joint, the with Mind Terrorists or something, and
Yeah.
it was like two beat interludes on there. And for this interlude, Madonna actually sampled it for Justify My Love.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like she had sampled like when her greatest hits came out, and Lenny Kravitz had produced that also for her, and that beat is just fire. Like the way that they the Bomb Squad hooked up that beat,
Fire.
So I think that's like a standout joint. Number 11, I got Black Moon. I got you open the remix. Again, another Barry White sample.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's another Barry White sample, and that was like for like they had like some of the best remixes out. Like that joint, the Buck 'Em Down remix was fire. But I Got You Open. That's like their signature song now, and
Yeah.
Buckshot killed it on that track. Number 12, I got Freeway, What We Do with Jay-Z and Beanie Siegel, and that was an anthem too in the 2000s for his first album, and them having like the characters from The Wire in the video, and
Right.
I love that track. The sample was fire. Just Blaze killed that beat.
Just blazes.
Um, yes. 13, I got J. the Damager with the original from The Sun Rises in the East.
I
Just
thought,
a grimy primo.
I thought you were gonna say come clean. Which
Oh, come clean. Yeah, that one was great too. Like J. got a couple, but like the original was just like a real gritty, street record, and like the piano loops that Primo put in there was like real morbid, but it had like the ill beat behind it and the kicks and the snares, and I love that track. 14, I got Onyx. I don't now it's Shut 'Em Down for me. Like Shut 'Em Down with DMX. Again, it was just like a real grimy street record.
right, right,
And like I love the beat and the bass line for it. But I mean I could have put throw your guns on there,
right.
or Slam, because they have a couple of anthems on there.
The bass
But
guitar on Slam?
yes, I know.
10 bass
I
guitar.
know. I was thinking, because I was like, yo, do I put Throw Your Guns? Do I put Slam? Because they got a couple of bangers, and I went with the DMX record because like that was like their last great album was Shut 'Em Down in '98.
Right.
And I think DMX was like the star of that record, him and Sticky Fingers, and that beat was just crazy, man. They got a couple beats that I like too, but I went with this one, but any of the other ones is great. 15, I got Mobb Deep, Shook Ones Part 2. Like you had mentioned, is definitely
As
like
the 15th greatest
that's
rapper
that's it.
ever.
Yo, we got 20 here. This and I can still have honorable mention, but I mean it could easily be number one. Like I put KRS One number one, but Mobb Deep could be number one easily. Because it's that good of a record. Like it crossed over into from urban to like mainstream. So like even casual rap fans that don't listen to rap know that record because they could play their parties and barbecues and all that. So
Can I
like
pause
yeah,
you?
like that's a great.
I need to pause you right here because you said some bangers and all of these legitimately are, I think, top 25-ish,
Uh-huh.
top 30-ish, depending on your taste. Like if you're on the West Coast, you might say all these songs are like top 30, top 35-ish, but they
Right.
in the top 35 for sure as
Yeah.
beats, right?
Right.
Are you telling me that Next Level, the DJ Premier Next Level is not making your list? I just want to know. You can say yes or no. If
They're from the Alcoholics.
no, Showbiz and AG.
Oh, I didn't even think about that one. That's because then it's like I don't want to make it all Primo list because a lot of the bangers came from Primo. You know what I'm saying? Or it was either Pete Rock or Havoc. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to make it a whole Primo list. I already got like a couple Primo drinks on here. Like
But
if we do like a top 20 Primo list, then that's a whole different story. That'll be on here.
but this is the
You know,
Triborough. You can put whoever you want on there.
I know, but I want to make it well rounded where everybody is getting their just
Respect and
due,
love.
and it's not all about Primo. You know what I mean? Because like the West Coast they had Muggs, they had Daz, they had Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's like they had Quick. So I wanted to like include a little bit of each region instead of just making like all Primo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I forgot about the next level joint. Yeah, that should definitely be on the list. That
That
was
means
fire, definitely.
survival of the fittest didn't make it, everybody.
About that, I almost put it there because I was like, should I put Survival for this or Shook Ones? I'm like, yo, I gotta go with Shook Ones first because that's the one that really set it off for them, and then came Survival for this and everything else.
Bro, Prodigy rhyme on that. When Prodigy starts off with "There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. You can
Right.
run, you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook because ain't no such things as halfway crook." Just that
Mhm.
part, Prodigy, just those bars right there.
Right.
He put him in GOAT status.
Yes.
That's the part people
Definitely.
don't. That's the part people recognize, but they don't remember the second part of that verse is probably
Mhm.
even better,
Right.
right? Similar to Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? This is you feel
Right.
me? So
Yeah. That whole album, like that's what really set it off for them. Like without Shook Ones, you don't get Survival of the Fittest and Drink Away the Pain and Give Up the Goods and all that. So I went with Shook Ones. 16, I got Biggie Kicking the Door. Again, another Primo track. You know, one of the best on the Life After Death album. You know, the storytelling was great, and he was doing subliminals. We all know he was talking about Pac, but he didn't mention his name. And he had like the what's the Alfred Hitchcock sample
yeah.
in the track, and I loved it. I love that song. 17, I got Dr. Dre, Let Me Ride. I didn't go with nothing but a G thing, even though I could have went with that one. That's like probably the most recognizable one from him, but I went with Let Me Ride because I love that song as well. And you know, like again, it's like he sampled Funkadelic, and I think it was just a banger. You
Hey,
know,
can I argue with you right here on this one though?
huh?
Can I argue with you on this one?
Yeah,
I think "Let Me Ride" is mid
it's mid. Okay,
because there are two songs on there I think are 4 times better than "Let Me Ride."
okay,
And I'm talking about the beat, right?
right,
There's a song on that same album called "Bitches Ain't Shit," and it started off with the
right.
drums.
Yeah.
Bitches ain't shit.
And
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Like, yo, this is you
yeah,
don't
that
expect
was fire too. Yeah,
you don't expect West Coast dudes to come in with heavy drums. You don't expect
facts.
to come in with the boom bap on a West Coast
Right,
album. Like you hear the drum go boom bap boom. You know it's a boom bap inspired song, right?
Right.
And
You're
then they
right.
have a song called "Stranded on Death Row."
I love that. The posse cut
The
with when Buster Bill starts it off and yeah, Lady of Rage and Snoop. I love that one, but I
RBF
forgot. I was thinking like the one like the best ones from the Chronic, but all the Chronic to me is great.
classic.
Yeah, yeah. Stranded on Death Row. That's a slept on posse cut too.
Yeah,
Definitely enjoy that one. Yeah, and it has like a boom bap beat to it. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
But see, like let me ride. Like it to me it has like a West Coast sound, but it's still banging. And then he sampled from Funkadelic, and it's
yeah.
basically just him. Like that's like one of the few tracks on the Chronic where it's just all Dre. So there's no Snoop. Well, actually, Snoop is on the chorus.
Right.
He's on the chorus like for a little bit, but it's just all Dre rapping on that joint.
Geez,
Yeah, and
the
Snoop is like rolling in my 6'4", but that's like the only time you hear Snoop. But it's
yeah,
all Dre on that track for the most part.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I got 18. I got Mike Jones. I got Still Tipping.
Oh,
That was a big record up here in New York City. Like to have like Swisher House artists
oh,
Mike
oh,
Jones and Paul Wall and Slim Thug. That
yeah,
was a major record in New York City back in the 2000s when that came out. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, if that was in the 90s, like the radio wouldn't have been playing that. Like Hot 97 was playing that in their rotation during the 2000s.
right.
You know, so I loved it, and I wasn't like into Swisher House. I wasn't like a big Swisher House fan, but that was like one of the first songs that like really introduced me to that whole clique.
Yeah, yep, yep.
You know what I mean? 19, I got Kanye West. Heard him say. I thought about putting Touch the Sky on here, and even there was another joint I thought, but I went with Heard Him Say from Late Registration. That was
Yeah,
him and Adam Levine, and again, it was like a boom bap beat. It had like some melody to it, and I've always liked that record, and that was when Kanye was like in his bag when it
yeah,
came to producing.
yeah.
Nothing like how it is now, but I always loved that record from Late Registration. And number 20, I got the Roots Clones, a freestyle beat. Black Thought and Dice Raw and Malik B, rest in peace, and they just killed it lyrically on that whole record. I think Ghostface Killer was on that as well. Just a great record.
Bro, there are so many things to say about your list.
I
I
I got I know I
really,
left off a lot of stuff.
no 50 Cent,
No
which
50 Cent. Yeah,
and
I didn't
no
know
Sorry,
what to pick with 50.
and the club didn't make it.
And the club is banging. But that's more. I look at that like more of like a party starting record than anything else.
In the club did not
Yeah,
make
in the club was great.
it. Sucker MCs didn't make it.
No, I
Oh, tight skin. I live in Queens.
you're
I
right.
love it. When
I should
DMC
have
said
thought
he
about
loved to eat Franks with his pork and beans, I was like, pause, yo.
it. Yeah, I should have thought about that one. Yeah.
No Miami on the list. No
No
Atlanta.
Miami.
No from
Like
the Woodward.
I mean Rick Ross. I love Rick Ross, but I wasn't thinking like Rick Ross for the list. Atlanta. I thought of like T.I. and Luda, but I didn't know like which joints really to pick from them. I went with Outkast. I had Outkast, one Outkast record on here.
Um, everybody. Joe. So after I show Triborough my list, because I know I'm gonna show him my list, and
Okay.
full disclosure, everybody, it's not that I didn't want to see Triborough's list or I didn't want to show it, right? It's I didn't want to know Triborough's list, right?
Right.
I'll show mine, and it's only because I prepared mine in a different way. He wrote his down, and so presentation wise, I'll show mine. But
Yeah.
maybe toward the end of this, maybe when we clip this up, we'll put the two lists side by side.
Okay.
But for presentation purposes, I'll put my list up here,
Mm.
and it's gonna look crazy.
Uh-oh.
So I honestly didn't know how you could do a list without having songs like 93 Till on it. Like I
Yeah.
legitimately had to put 93 Till. So my list
Yeah.
is, and I have 31 songs, everybody. I only want to talk about 20 of them, right? 93 Till by Souls of Mischief, 1993. Lucchini, aka This Is It.
Oh, I forgot
Killing
about
New York,
that.
bro.
I
It
forgot
was
about that.
killing New York, bro.
Wow.
Sucker MCs by Run DMC. Arab Money. I mean,
That was good.
that was Arab Money, Ballin' by Jim Jones, all of that in the same era. You're like, oh my, you could pick
Yeah.
In the club, you could pick whatever,
Yeah.
whatever song. I gotta go Lean Back.
I
We
forgot Lean Back too.
yeah,
Yeah.
we gonna make it.
We gonna make it. Ah, I forgot that.
When I heard we gonna make it, I was like, yep, he done cemented himself as an
Wow.
all-time artist when he did we gonna make it. Sicko Mode, depending on how you like Travis Scott and Drake. Shook
Mm.
One we talked about. Triborough didn't have They Reminisce Over You, which makes me think,
Oh Lord.
yo, you need mad time. You need mad time to do a list like this, right? Because
I know.
somebody put you on the spot. It's
Right.
like you just grab like the first like 30
Yeah.
songs.
I was just thinking like, okay, I was just writing it down as soon as possible.
Yep. And then you got Shut 'Em Down, the Pete Rock remix for Public Enemy.
That was good. Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Who Shot You by Big
Mm.
in
I
95.
forgot that one. Ah.
Who Shot You in 95. Yo, you couldn't even go to church and not hear that song. Who Shot You in 95? Now mind
That's true.
you, yo,
Wow.
whoever did that beat, that's classic, right?
Yeah.
99 Problems, that's cliche. We already
Mm.
know. Benjamin's, that's cliche. We already know.
Right.
Slippin' and Scarred. I think two
Mm.
songs that are Scarred by Luke, right? As soon as you hear Cat Be Coming, Cat Be Coming, as soon as you hear that,
Right.
you like, yo, this is insane.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just gonna run through the list real quick, because all these songs, everything I would say, you probably would already say too.
Right.
I Ain't No Joke by Eric B and Rakim.
Mm.
When that hit the radio in like
Yeah.
86, 87,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you knew rap would be different. How I Could Just Kill a Man. One of
I
my
have that. I have that on the list. That was on my list also. That was number 5. I totally skipped number 5. So number 5 for me was How I Could Just Kill a Man.
oh wow, DJ
Yeah,
Bug.
that was on my list. Yeah.
Bro, when you start off a song with my guys like, hey, don't miss out on what you're passing. You're missing the Huda of the Buddha, the Buddha of the
Yeah.
wicked. So come on, it's like stop getting it.
Right.
Bro, I mean, come
Yeah.
on, bro. Come
And
on, bro.
when they came out, they didn't sound like they were from the West Coast. They had like boom bap, but it was a West Coast group.
Yep, yep. And they look Dominican. But
Right.
yeah, and no disrespect to all my people now. You already know.
Yeah.
No respect. I'm saying what they look like. I'm not saying they pretended or I don't know the difference. Right? It Takes Two is a hip hop classic. When it came out
I
in
thought
88.
about putting that. I did.
Yep, yep. Straight Up Menace
Oh yes.
might be
I
the
love the
greatest West
MCA
Coast
joint.
song.
Yeah.
Yep. Might be the greatest West Coast song ever. It depends on how much you like California Love or Dre Day. 5 Minutes of
Right.
Funk, Beat You to the Game by Ice Cube. Look How I Can Just Kill a Man. I got them up here twice. How I Can Just Kill a Man twice. That's how much I love it. International Anthem by Underground Kings
Oh God, I forgot that one too.
with Outkast, bro. Yo, we also have Ambitions as a Rider in common,
Yes.
but I also had to put Hail Mary because of the
Oh yeah,
way.
Hail Mary was good.
Oh God, bro. Oh,
Mhm.
Hail Mary, the way it starts, Grinding
Yeah.
by the Clips.
Oh man, I forgot that one too. Wow.
Do y'all have 93 by Infinity? 93 till Infinity.
Yeah, Shay, what up?
DSJ,
Salute to y'all.
yo, we got
Mm.
I Got It Made and PSK. What does it all mean? by Schoolie D.
Mm, okay.
And people that don't know what PSK is, it's the Touch Me Tease Me song. That's the beat.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my list. So Triborough, you saw it, right? You saw it, and I
Yeah.
know you're gonna scold me about some songs that I left off.
The Uncle Luke joint. I didn't think he was gonna have that on here. That was Uncle Luke, right? The yeah, I remember that. I was surprised that you had that on the list, and the Schoolie D joint.
True story, true story. No lie.
Uh,
My main man was a DJ. Right? We in the club. It's like
mhm,
'96. It's like like about September, October of '96. My man is playing Wuhan Got You All in Check, and everybody's standing around drinking. We in the club, and all you hear is dun, 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 dun. And yo,
right.
and no lie, and the club is packed. The dance floor is empty. They playing Wuhan Got You All in. Dun, 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 dun. And yo, a lady from across the no lie, hand to the man, no disrespect to Buster. The lady from across the club says, "Yo, take that shit off."
Wow,
To my man DJ. And yo, my dog, was like,
that's crazy.
and then put on Captain Coming, Captain Coming. And when he did that, yo, all the chicks is like swarming to the floor. Because now, mind you, this is the Ghost Town DJs era. This is
Mhm,
the Scarred era. This is like all the booty music type
yeah,
era, right? She was
right.
like, she was like, yo, I look like, why she screaming in the club? Take that shit off. My man is like, it puts on some blue.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, and I love Buster, right? I love Buster, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Wuhan Got You All in Check is the best song on that album,
Mhm,
right? To me, it's either It's a Party or Do Our Thing. Watch Me Get
yeah.
Down, Do My Thing.
Yeah. He had some stronger records on that.
Yeah, that's what I felt. But
Yeah.
in terms of that, yeah. But you notice my list didn't have 50 Cent or Nas.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, you notice my
You
list didn't
you
have
did
song.
that on purpose though.
Nah.
No?
Hey, at DSJ, you know what else? The Triborough's list also didn't have Jay Dilla on it.
Oh my God.
Finally, get the rest.
That's a fireable offense, right there. That's automatic termination right there, right?
Right.
How does a great list of all time not have Jay Dilla on it?
I
Oh,
mean, it could have easily made it. I could have picked anything from the Far Side or Tribe or whatever. I wasn't thinking Jay Dilla.
right, right. Soulfinger was good.
What's
So
happening,
finger, what up?
fellas?
Salute Soul Family.
the top beats of all time. Now, what I was going to do, I didn't want to have this show on YouTube for long because I actually want to play a few of the songs. So for everybody on YouTube, we're going to rock to the 40-minute mark, and I'm going to ask y'all to join us on X, and you can follow us here at Big Freezy, and this is where we'll be at hanging out, having the rest of our conversation. So that'll give y'all about 6 minutes to get over there. So and hang out with us. So Soulfinger, we are doing the greatest beats in hip hop and rap history. Do you have one in particular in mind?
Greatest beats. Um, hmm, man, so many you can pick from. Um,
We can start in the boot because we ain't got none up there from the boot.
all right, well,
Boom,
we
boom,
got that
boom, boom.
I mean, you can look at Young Bleed because they had a lot of beats coming up out of they how you do that there. Um,
Alabama, Mississippi. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean that gets you going. I mean that's one to get you going. When you start talking about greatest beats, I started, I'm all over the place. Um, dang. I don't know.
Oh, he don't know. The
No, I did. I just
lost it.
no. I'm not gonna even go. Well, it depends on what you like, you know, because Dungeon Family got a lot of beats, some nasty ones too,
Yeah.
and it depends on what you want. You want bass, you want like the hi hat,
What you
all
want?
that.
What's your greatest beat of all time?
Greatest beat of all time. It just depends, cause see,
According to you, not according to everybody.
well, according to me, well, I don't beat I like, and it had a lot of bass. Um, no. I was thinking about like Nemesis, because you know, if you had, I don't know if anybody know about Nemesis, but that's back when you had them 808s and all like that, and 15s going stupid. You know, for the bass heads. I mean, they're a group. But I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna go old school, because it's an old time favorite. Rodney O, Joe Cooley, Everlasting Bass.
Oh, you talking about Bully and Corey Lee? Bully and Corey Lee joint, Everlasting Bass.
I'm gonna throw that out there for right there. All right, that's just the old favorite.
Do you remember PSK? What does it all mean by Schoolie D?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen what Fritz put in one, and he is right. A lot of people slept on it. Davina, so good. That's a
Yeah,
sick beat.
yeah, that's a good one.
That's a sick beat. But then see, and like I said,
Yeah.
I was like going through my, because I was thinking about taking it to also off Paid in Full. You know, Eric B for president, even though it's a James Bond song, the way he flipped that. You know, you can go. I know you got. I ain't no joke. That's still one of the. That's
That's
still
the
one.
second best beat of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, I ain't
I
no
ain't no
joke.
joke. It just come right in with the boom bap, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. As soon as you hear it come on, you know it's boom bap because it start with boom bap and horns,
Mm.
and people don't remember that song comes out after the Overweight Lovers in the House. So you
Mm-hmm.
hear the same horn riff on I Ain't No Joke that was on the Overweight Lover.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
one. You want to talk about down south? I don't think y'all put it in there. I know you probably didn't say it.
It don't gotta be down south, it could be anywhere,
Oh no,
man.
no, I'm going down south.
Okay.
International player, UGK.
Come on, dude. You know I put that on the list. Come on,
Mhm.
no. Man, my homeboys that came over here and drugged me out the house, bro. Yeah, to hose me down with a water hose.
I didn't see if you put it on there, but that one right there, yeah, I had to. Yeah, that one right there. Hey, the way it come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So have we finally decided
Tila.
to announce that the
But no,
best beat of all time is from K1 Machida, aka Havoc, Shook
oh,
One's Part Two?
Shook One
Have we
Part
finally
Two.
just crowned that one so we can go ahead
No,
and move on to the rest of
I
our
Oh,
lives?
no.
Well, hey, it was considered the greatest beat of hip hop.
yeah.
Try who would be
Yeah.
that was number one.
That's what he said. He said Shook Ones is the best all time.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I that one, yeah. I don't care where you at. Time that Joker they drop that Joker. People losing their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now there are some other beats. There are some other beats. Lil Jon has some man.
Yeah, Lil Jon had some bangers.
Lil Jon will make you dance, bro. Lil Jon,
Man, Lil Jon have you doing Pilates.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, man. Lil Jon, bro. Lil Jon will have the party jumping, bro. You know.
They also have you in holding cells for up to 48 hours.
Yo, Rel is in the building. Salute that guy, Rel. Rel, what's good, bro? Bro, we over here trying to grow this channel, bro. Trying to grow it, man. Trying to grow it. Up here talking about the greatest hip hop beats ever. Yeah, man. Oh, on that though, everybody is past that 40-minute mark. I'm gonna ask everybody to join us here, right? I'm gonna ask everybody to join us here on X. That's where the party gonna be moving to. We're gonna move right there. We want y'all to come over and join us so that we can start playing some of these beats so y'all can be here with us so y'all can see what it is that we're talking about. And if you're not coming over, if you can't come over, we sorry, but leave some comments in the comment section. Give us your opinion about what it is, which songs you like or dislike. And on that note, we're gonna get out of here. For YouTube, X, Hangout X, we coming your way.